What's good, YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to yet another reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to this YouTube channel, and please make sure you click the notification bell and make sure you give me a big thumbs up and also leave your comments down below. What's good, YouTube? What's good, TMR gang? Welcome back to the channel, y'all. And welcome back to yet another reaction video. You guessed it. I'm your girl, TMR, and I'll definitely be your host tonight. Shouts out to the 2 Live crew. Child, I see you. By far the best damn chat on YouTube, honey. You better ask somebody about this 2 Live crew, honey. And also, shouts out to the Bush gang. Child, we love y'all too. We love the Bush gang as well. Trolls, well, maybe not so much the trolls, but we definitely do love the Bush gang. All right, y'all. So this is a special live, okay? I'm pretty sure you guys have been glued to these YouTube streets since early this damn afternoon. Thank you for the super sticker, sis. I appreciate that. Thank you, Isis. Y'all, oh my goodness. Okay, y'all, we gonna get right on into this hot, boiling, scorching ass tea. Oh, Janae, the block is super hot, baby. Oh, at this point, y'all, we don't even need a hazmat suit, child. I don't know what the hell we need out here. Oh, my goodness. Okay, y'all, you're spoiling us. Hey, sis, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Miss Clark, what's up, sis? Miss Nerd Girl, Janae, Feisty One. Let's see who else is in the building. Miss Risa ATL, hey, sis. Okay, this I am that biatch. Hey, sis. I'm on 3 devices again. I told y'all. See, y'all think TMR be playing. I told y'all you need 3 devices out here on these YouTube streets. Mary Reed, Naj G, Chanel Dior. Hey, sis. Hope the family's doing well. Hey, Shakaya. Hey, Butterfly Kisses. Butterfly Kisses said, girl, I was waiting. So tonight, you guys, we have some special guests, okay? Because y'all, this tea too damn hot. TMR can't handle it by herself, okay? I know they say I'm messy out here, but child, all I'm doing is reacting to the damn videos. I'm just like y'all in the comment section. I'm just live on video, okay? Hey, Grandma Diva. Hey, Sippin'. Sippin' said, I knew you was coming, sis. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Trice. Hey, Kasana. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Miss Jones. Hey, Mo Body. Oh, my goodness, y'all. Mo Body, I've been right here, sis. Okay, Ketcha. Hey, Pine. Oh, Janae says, I refuse, sis. I refuse. Hey, RW, Cat Driggs, Miss Bailey, and Miss SWV, Miss Melissa. Yes, honey, you made another one, sis. You on the road. Hey, Unique. Tim, I've been waiting on you, girl. The streets is messy. Hey, Sophia. Hey, Shanika. Okay, y'all. Lumi, everybody. Hey, Snow. Drama, because I'm tired of trying to catch up after work. I just need a tea straight and proper. Oh, Snow, we gonna give it to you, okay? Hey, Latrice. All right, you guys. Hey, Trinice. Hey, our family. Hey, everybody. We gonna get this reaction started, y'all, because it's already late. TMR not trying to keep y'all all night. Y'all know TMR not trying to keep y'all, but I want to let y'all know. Oh, Lord. Y'all, it's so many facets to this story. So, we know this started today with Chrissy doing a live where she was giving advice. Okay, y'all remember we talked about it earlier today if you were in the live about the whole everybody was getting copyright claims for content that 12-6 had put the company that she works for or work with had put on channels that her content seem to be viewable on. Okay. And some of those copyright claims were frivolous, excuse me. And so she last night came on her channel to basically say, yeah, I know what's going on. I'm reaching out to the people. I'm trying to get in touch with somebody. I got the same claims too for my own damn content. She also stated that other people in the her Veda team, the other ladies, got the same claim because their intro, which is her included, I don't know if she did the intro, but it's viewed on their channels. Okay. Even people that she collab with, or not collab, did shout outs for, got the same email. Okay. So Chrissy came out today and said, so Jasmine, excuse me, she said in her live yesterday to tell people to dispute it. She said, if you need help, email her, DM her, and she'll help you. Well, then Chrissy came out today and said, don't y'all do that. Chrissy said, don't y'all do that. Y'all not attorneys. Let me tell y'all what to really do. And in the process, she was basically talking about, she mentioned Jasmine shouldn't have dealt with that company. She talked about an experience of someone else she knew that dealt with the same type of company, not maybe the same company per se, but it's the same similar talent agency, and how they, take a large percentage of your money. And the person that she knew, they had to go through a lot to get out of that contract. They eventually did. So she, she basically said she was out here to, to help the people. But Jazz took it as shade. Okay. She felt like Chrissy was telling her business. So Jazz went live today and she said, I'm tired of you talking my business, sis. Oh my goodness, y'all. It was so messy. So just to give y'all a little backstory on why we're here, more than likely y'all probably know why we're here. So there was a live from Chrissy. There was a live from Jazz, 12-6. There was also a live from Chrissy again, while Jasmine was live this afternoon. And then, y'all know, Olivia went live too. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah, Risa. Yeah, we're going to talk about all that, y'all. So let me go ahead and drop this link so I can get my peeps on here to help me out, okay? All right, so I dropped the link. So Butterfly said she didn't get to see 12-6 live. It's a lot to unpack, Christina, and it's so much that I thought it was best that we get several different perspectives all together. So what Olivia go live for? So AK, Olivia went live because in her live earlier, so Olivia went live twice. She went live just here recently. I don't know if she still is live, but she went live earlier and basically told Chrissy, keep my name out your mouth, okay? I think she was talking to Chrissy and me, but I felt like she was especially talking to Chrissy. Okay, Monica, no, the link is actually for the people I need on the panel tonight, okay? So, hold on. Okay. So, yeah, if we have enough time, which we should, I'm going to also let you guys, hey, Keisha, hey, Miss Corey, hey, Nola. So, when Olivia went live today, she basically told Chrissy, don't keep my name out your mouth, okay? Keep my name out your mouth. And I was a little confused. I was like, well, wait a minute. I thought Chrissy was talking about Jazz earlier. I didn't hear her mention you. So what I'm finally realizing as I hear more of these ladies talking, I think Olivia's name was mentioned before and now that Jasmine basically done fell out of everybody because, honey, Jasmine says she about to throw them blows, honey. And Jasmine's live today. She said she about to pull up on Chrissy. I said, oh, sis, did you forget you pregnant over there? Oh, my goodness. Okay, so here we go. Here go my guest. Hey, Sofa.
TMR sis. Greetings,
Oh,
everyone. Chat. Hello, darling.
Hey, Newton. All right, y'all. If you're not, I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar. If you're not familiar, this is Sofa Time Talks with Quelz. Okay. She is a content creator / reactor here on YouTube. If y'all want to know where to find her, you go to Sofa Time Talks with Quelz. And there she go. You'll find her. Okay. We also have one more person. She just texted me and said she'll be here in about 5 minutes. Okay. Kim G said all of a sudden 12-6 got boldness. All right, sis. So what's the tea? What you think about what on with let's where we want to start?
Oh, child, there's so much to dissect here. Sis, it's so filthy in these streets. I don't know where to begin, sis. We'll start with Unc. We'll start with Uncle Jay.
Okay. So do you feel she was warranted, Unc? Do you feel she was warranted to come on her live today to say what she had to say in response to Chrissy?
In my opinion, Unc was totally wrong because, sis, if you didn't even allegedly not even watch the live, then what are we addressing here, sis? Some hearsay? She kind of said repeatedly she didn't see the live. She didn't want to watch it. You know, she's repeating things that really didn't happen in the live. So I'm sitting there, well, what are you upset about? If you didn't watch it, I'm confused. How does that work?
She actually did say she saw some of it. She didn't watch all of it. Okay. So there's a part that Jasmine or oh Lord, 12-6. However, y'all know who we talking about. Oh my goodness.
Whew.
Hey JG. So there was a part in the live where she stated she was mad because Chrissy was telling her business about how the company is taking 40% of her money. Now let me say this. I think 12-6 forgot. Since you already told us that. Last year, you guys, if y'all remember, last year, she came on her channel in a video or a live stream. I don't remember which one. And she explained to us about how this company, she's partnered with this company that takes a percentage of her money. So she already had told us that. Now, she didn't tell us the exact percentage,
right?
But she had already told us that. So Chrissy wasn't really telling no tea that you had already told. Now, maybe she don't remember that she said that, but you told us that. That's how we knew. We already knew about the company taking some of your money. You told us that last year.
Sure did. Sure did. She did. She told us.
So you had already told us that. Because I think it was something it was something about her not having money. It was some drama that was going on. Y'all know she always tell us to stop counting her pockets, but yet she always telling us about her pockets.
Yeah.
You told us last year that the company was taking some of your partner with this company. You had already told us that.
She did. She most certainly did. Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, Chrissy was responding to the chat in regards to percentages. Chrissy said, I don't know the percentage, but she knows that they take a percentage.
And now, more than likely, Chrissy did know the percentage because I'm pretty sure 12-6 told her, right?
Right.
I'm pretty sure she told her, but Chrissy didn't feel like she needed to tell. Obviously, maybe she didn't think to tell it or, whatever. But this is where it's going wrong for me. I think all this started from when she saw you or saw Chrissy in your live. She
Yes.
said it today.
Mm-hmm.
She was very upset that basically Chrissy was over there fraternizing with the enemy.
Mm.
She was hurt.
Mm.
Now the deterioration of their relationship had already started. Y'all
Right.
remember, if y'all remember when her and Chris went live on that channel, on their couples channel a few months
Mm-hmm.
back earlier this year, when she was sitting there in a negligee. And remember the next day she went live and she was in the garage / living room / family room, and she was crying. That's who she was crying about that day. So it started back earlier this year.
Yeah. 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 I recall. You know what? But it seemed like that has simmered down because it seemed like, well, we just assume they ain't talking, they ain't cool, and that was it. Sis, I feel like it started back up when Unc was snoozing around my live and she noticed we had the same mod. It started, that kind of triggered the domino effect that we are in today. Hell, the whole month of August been this domino effect of the same situation because it's all coming to a surface. But it really started when Unc made that live share in regards to the mod we have in common and how she wanted to unmod her and, saying people are fake and all this stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. So that kind of started it. And then, of course, when she was informed about her ex bestie in my live stream, that was the cherry on top of the sundae, sis. And I think that's what had, a mixture with her pregnancy hormones that just kind of triggered her. Because remember, she didn't give a damn that it was her ex bestie's birthday. She didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, this was about her and how she was feeling that moment. So she lashed out. And respectfully, because it was her bestie's or ex bestie's birthday, I feel like she could have waited to the next damn day. That's just me. How insensitive. You know, this has been your friend of years outside of YouTube. You gonna do this on her birthday? Cause you mad she came to my live and all I simply said was, without Chrissy, we wouldn't know of my uncle's life. We wouldn't know of a tuna can's life. And that's true. I didn't figure out who Tuna was the last person I figured out who it was. I didn't know much of Unc until Mamiana started unraveling. Because honestly, Unc can't deny Mamiana put her in the position she is now. People wouldn't have known of her. How they do in the multitude that they
People did know of her, but her affiliation with a person that had a bigger channel than her. See, let me tell you, this is what all this is about. All these women linked to get together because all of them was trying to build something. Now,
right.
technically, Ming had the bigger channel of everybody.
Right.
But in this sector, Chrissy was the one that was really kind of known, right?
Yeah.
And we've watched it with our own eyes because when I started watching Jasmine, she didn't even have 11,000 subscribers, and that was the end of 2018.
Mm.
Yanni,
Okay.
Bonnie, B.
Hey, Tasha Marie and the Two Live crew. Hey, Quelz. Hey, everybody in the chat. Big hey.
Yes.
So my thing is, this friendship, obviously, okay. So in Jasmine's live today, somebody basically somebody asked her how did she find out about the company, and she stated she found out about the company through some Barbie, I can't remember exactly what she said, but her exact words were the reason why she linked up with it because she was basically trying to find a network. She said there was a lot of chats going on where if you needed questions about how YouTube worked, editing, whatever, and she said it was a place for social networking. She stated that she signed on to this company 2 years ago when the twins were one. Okay.
Mm.
So she'd
Mm.
been in contract with these people, but that was her. So that was my thing. How she met up with Chrissy was, to me, she collabed with Chrissy because they both had a set of twins. They did it like a twin collab. Okay. How she met up with Ming, y'all remember it was Ming's meet and greet she went to, right? She did a video about 3 years ago where she said she met Ming. She went to Ming's meet and greet.
I remember that.
So to me, all these friendships was all about a YouTube thing. It was basically them trying to build off each other. And at some point, I think Chrissy and Jasmine really were like close, real close. We learned tonight from yet another content creator on here that, Chrissy and Jasmine were real close. They were telling each other damn near everything. Personal stuff. Real personal.
Yeah.
So, Yanni, what's your thoughts? So what we're doing, wait, before you say that, Yanni, what we're doing right now, y'all, we're trying to catch you up because some people are like, what's going on? So we're trying to catch y'all up to the Chrissy, because to me, at the end of the day, this is really Chrissy and Jasmine. Ming and Olivia are just extras to this, right? That's in my opinion. But a lot of this is stemmed from the deterioration of Chrissy and Jasmine. So what's your thoughts, Yanni?
And this is my thing. And again, I say what I want to say. I think this all stemmed back to the Houston trip. I think that's where it originally started. I think, like we said, I think they all, started out trying to network, trying to collab, trying to make some money together. I think throughout that process, Jasmine and Chrissy, they built the sistership. They talked behind closed doors. They, they told each other intimate details about each other. And I think they leaned on each other for that support. Fast forward to, Liv coming into the picture, Ming coming into the picture, different personalities, how, women can get 3-4 women in one group, catty, clicky. These two are going to, hang out more. These two, it becomes a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what happened. People decided to kind of pick sides. And that's when you had the 4 ladies and you saw Ming and Chrissy kind of click better, just as far as fashion, personality wise, just, what they're into, their personalities, they click. And then you seen Olivia and Jasmine, the 2 outcasts, want to be down, not really giving, not really caring. Yeah, they clicked. Okay. So they went to Houston. Everybody thought that they was going to have a good time. Now, this is my personal opinion. After hearing all of this, and we being a whole year after the fact, I think they really did cocaine. I think they was all down there. I think it was cocaine cowboy.
It's the cocaine.
Every now and then, you get what I'm saying? And I think that's why and even if they didn't do cocaine, I think they indulged in something other than just a little alcohol. You know what I'm saying? And I think they didn't want it. Huh?
I got a question, sis. So is that why you think Unc is siding with Tuna right now?
Yes.
Because it's
yes. Okay. I think Unc is, and I think that's where it all started. Y'all know how it is when Jazz, we all know Jazz is a bad liar. We know Jazz is not good at lying. And I think Jazz was in that predicament where it's like, damn, Olivia really not lying, but damn, why would you say that? And I think Olivia knew she was wrong for saying that, and her and Jasmine addressed that behind closed doors. Ming and Chrissy wasn't really down to forgive that because they like, bitch, you said that shit out loud, like you said that shit for thousands of people to hear, like that was unforgivable to them. Whereas Jasmine is, she can't really think for herself. She's gonna be, Eeyore. She's, move around. She's gonna go or whatever.
I think. Let me interject. I think the reason why Chrissy and Ming was coming at Jazz like, sis, this girl told our business.
Yes.
Like she told our business. Like, how you gonna deal with a chick that's just gonna put our business out there like that?
Yep.
And like you said, Yanni, but Jasmine was probably like, but sis, I mean, I get it, but it is true. Ain't like she lied.
Exactly. And see,
you know what I'm saying?
Because if we notice, Jasmine still to this day
never
denied it.
That's right.
She's never said we didn't do cocaine. She's never denied it. So like I said, they might not have maybe Ming and Chrissy
Cocaine, sis.
Yeah, I mean maybe Chrissy and me. I don't know, but I think they did what they did. I think they did what they did. Like I said, I think just like Olivia is on there now spelling all the tea. It's the same premise. This whole, first of all, let me slow down. Let me slow down because I was getting ready to go all the way with Olivia because that tea she over there is spilling. That's different. But I'm just gonna mention that to say and to highlight the point. People tell Olivia things in confidence that she will not bring it to social media. And every time people trust her, she does it. She's done it with Niecy. She's done it with her husband. Your husband prostituting or having a prostitute. That's your personal business. That's something within your marriage. You took vows.
Your husband, though.
You got on here and exploited your husband thinking that you were doing something. Sis, that even people on real reality TV don't even want that out there. Even people in social media don't even want that out there. Your dumbass brought that straight here. People let that shit get leaked. People that are in the public eye let shit like that get found out. They don't expose that shit.
So somebody in the chat says, I don't believe anything Olivia says. Well, I'm going to tell you like this, sis. The information that she was spilling tonight, she definitely got it from somebody who's close to Chrissy.
I believe that. I do.
She was too descriptive with the information.
Yeah.
Yeah, because how would she know about the conversation between Rod and Chris?
Yeah, and the $20.
Yeah, anything regarding.
I want to know, why did Chrissy borrow $20 from Chris? Why she didn't get it from Jasmine? So Olivia states that Chrissy allegedly borrowed $20 from Chris. Olivia says she needs those Cash App receipts, Chris. She needs to send them. Why did you borrow $20 from Chris? Why you didn't get it from Jasmine? Is your home girl?
This is what I think happened. She got it from Chris. I mean, she got it from Jazzy, but Jazzy wanted to fit like her nigga was doing something. So she said, "Oh, let me get it from Chris." Girl, she got that shit from Jazzy.
No, since what happened was Jasmine money goes to Chris's Cash App. So technically, Chris did Cash App Chrissy, but we know that was Jazz's money.
So because did y'all catch Jasmine said earlier today in her live when she was mentioning the channels and she was mentioning who got flagged? She was like, even Chris's channel got flagged. Which channel do Chris have? I thought that was a couple's channel. I thought that was your channel.
Chris channel. She used her name to grow it.
Okay.
Right.
But see, I like the way Rod.
What I want to know is this:
Rod just got his name in the title. See, Rod didn't need Chrissy's name in the title. I mean, Chrissy gave him a shout out. But see, Chrissy's name not in the title.
But this is what I want to know.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so y'all fall out. Okay. Whatever happened to just realizing, you know what, because at the end of the day, all of y'all got channels, right? So why bring y'all personal business to the internet like that? Like, whatever happened to, I don't fuck with you and I'm out. Like, okay, don't say nothing to me. I ain't gonna say nothing to you. I'm gonna be over here doing my thing. You be over there doing your thing. Like, I just want to know why. I understand Jasmine is mad, but why did you feel like the things that Chrissy told you in confidence that you had to tell Olivia? That's the reason why Chrissy and Ming mad at you anyway, because they don't trust Olivia.
Yeah, but since you got to realize them outside influences is why it's like that. See, easy to get in Jasmine's ear and kind of rev her up to do shit because she liked to hide her hand after she throw the rock. So it was easy for Olivia to trap Unc over there because Unc was vulnerable. She needed a friend. Mm-hmm. She needed to somebody to be on her team because she felt like everything, she lost her best. So this is why it's so easy for Unc to come out here and flip like that. Because she has outside influencers in her ear hyping her up, telling her, oh, she was never a friend to you. You are getting used. You feel me? Little minions, but mainly probably, I'm gonna keep it 100. It's probably the big hip nigga over there. Because you know how Chrissy already said she went to social media with that. You know that made the big hip nigga heated. You know? Because he already has a bad rep in these streets. And I'm sure Jazz felt some type of way like, why would she say that? I don't know why she would say that. So he probably hyped her up. And then she ran to the only big open arms there was, which was Tuna.
But you know what? Like, how do you, like, I really want to know where is the, like, in Jasmine, because to me personally, the only thing Chrissy said was, I don't like your man. Other than that, she ain't spilt none of Jasmine's tea. And even what she's probably told me, because, I mean, let's be real with this. Whatever Jasmine's told Chrissy damn sure done told me. but neither Ming nor Chrissy has spilled her business. Why did Jasmine feel comfortable enough to tell all of Chrissy's business to Olivia when you know she don't like her? Like the same situation with that key lady. I felt like Jasmine was the one to put the battery and keys back to basically come out here and say what she knew she couldn't say or didn't want to say because, like she states, she don't like confrontation. Same with Olivia. She told Olivia, was like, you know, I don't give a damn, but Jasmine does, right? Because she don't like. I don't even think it's so much she don't like confrontation. Sis knows she can't really handle it like that. Now, what threw me back with her with 12-6's live today is when she said she ready to fight. Like she's so damn mad. She ready to fight.
Yeah. But see, But see, wait, real quick to interject on that thought, Tamar. When not only the comment about the fighting thing, but even back to 12-6. Again, she's this whole situation, this whole allegation and the Houston thing, and having to deal with everything. Jasmine, she even still to this day, Jasmine has never came and said, you know what, I see why Chrissy and Ming are upset. I understand why they could, be mad that I sided with Olivia. She put something out there that really wasn't true, put us in a crazy situation, put us in an awkward situation, and I see why they mad. She still won't even take accountability. So either, like I said, that which makes me feel like either just Jasmine is just really just slow and you really don't get why they don't fuck with you. Because for you to keep trying to wheeze your way in and befriend them after that popped off, why would you think that they would be cool? That's why it makes me feel like something really did happen. It was really in there, a white boy wasted. Because Jasmine acts like she really doesn't get why they won't forgive her. Like she really can't wrap her mind around why they don't fuck with her.
Well, like Chrissy said, because of Olivia coming out here saying that, sis had to drop, drug tests. They CPS called to her house. Because like the old saying, what goes on in Vegas, stay in Vegas. Well, that's what they were saying about the Houston thing. You know what I'm saying?
But Jasmine is acting like that's not a big deal. Jasmine is still not getting that. Jasmine, that's what I'm saying. All of that Chrissy is highlighting that to justify why she doesn't. Jasmine is still standing on ceremony about why she don't get why that doesn't make any sense.
Because y'all know Unc is a poor little tink. Let's not act like she ain't slow.
Now you know I'm a her one-on-one. I know all about working with Jasmine. Okay.
She's not processing it how us other folks would process something like that. Like it's okay to forgive Tuna in her eyes because she's, like y'all said, well, it's not a lie.
But my thing is this, as women with children, YouTube channels that y'all supposedly are running as a business, why are you guys bringing all your confrontation to the internet? Like all y'all been talking on private chats and text messages, it's just like the messiness of it all, because people already look at all their channels a certain type of way anyway. This didn't make it any better. And, a lot of people say, oh, y'all up in Chrissy's ass, or everybody hate Jasmine, or don't nobody like. At the end of the day, before all this came about, everybody had who they liked anyway. Before Mama Yana even formed, when you would see them go live, you would see people saying hi to Olivia, saying hi to Jazz, saying hi to Chrissy, saying hi to me. Like before all this even came about, people had the pics of who they like, period.
Right. I think what it is, mainly
Tuna is the division, period. She's the division. Because you know how that is when you fighting with your homegirl. That's you and your homegirl. But you know how it's different when it's you, your homegirl, and the other bitch that's your homegirl, but you don't fuck with that homegirl. And she put her 2 cents in. That's what's happening here. See, Jazzy and Chrissy, they could have beefed and probably forgave each other. Olivia inserting herself, the enemy, the op, that's making it weird. Like Olivia going live tonight saying all that shit that she said for what?
For what?
Girl, all that lady said was your name 3 times. So for you to come on here dropping people's health information, whether it be true or not, I mean, that's, but I mean, Zolo did it to you. So, hey, I guess.
Tuna is really no different than Unc. Only thing is she comes on here like she tough Tony, but she's just as low vibrational, lonely, and begging for attention, just like Unc. That's why Tuna inserts herself, because really this situation had nothing to do with Tuna. In all honesty, like what?
It really don't. This don't even have anything to do with me. This is Chrissy and Jasmine.
Yeah. For real. That's really what it is. But I felt like since Tuna inserted herself, Ming felt like she had to put her bid in. And you gotta understand this Key plus whatever chick, she was another shit stirrer pot person too that I feel like was in Uncle's ear. And I think that mixed with Tuna, with whatever the big hip nigga over there putting in her ear too, I think that's what caused this domino effect. And then, Unc liked to play victim, like, oh, everyone has me blocked. I couldn't call them, so I have to hop on here because I'm blocked. Sis, if there's a will, there's a way. You know how to contact them. Stop playing.
But not exactly. Not only that, Kels. My thing is, if this is where I'm confused. This whole we know again, Jasmine lies. She's not good with dates. This is what's happening with your pregnancy, Jasmine. If you're in the bush, excuse me, 12/6, because we know people is in here scamming and swiping channels left and right. Excuse me, 12/6. If you're in the chat, this is what we're talking about, sis. You're not good with lies and numbers. If in the event everybody's channel got flagged yesterday. Yesterday was Monday. You came on here last night after everybody said what they said, and you started talking about emails and backpedaling, and Tierra and this other person had an issue. So if you had all of these issues prior to Monday, prior to everyone addressing them publicly, why didn't you address it publicly? If Liv reached out to you prior to everybody getting stuff Monday, sweetheart, the day before that was Sunday, sweetheart. You didn't get any emails from anybody in any office. So
Exactly.
when did you speak to someone 12/6 to even have a response to reply to? Obviously, it was sometime last week, genius. So why wouldn't you get on here and set the record straight before it spiraled out of control? You're not bright. And then you had the audacity to tell us that someone considered you to be a teacher. Jasmine, this is why I take 2 and 3 days to entertain you, because I don't get paid enough to deal with you. I don't.
Girl. Sure. Did y'all
Girl.
see that? Oh my God, the grabber.
I'm muting myself because I can't. I just,
here's the thing. The problem I'm having with this situation is, look, since I know you mad, 12/6, I know you mad.
Oh, yeah.
But why did you tell Olivia all that girl's business like that?
Dirty.
Now, let's get to that.
Okay.
So Liv gets on her channel today and spills tea. Do y'all think that's true tea?
all the tea. Now that's the thing, because we know Olivia lies. I I caught it late. I was in the middle of doing a reaction video, and I got the call that she was live. I said, "Well, scratch that reaction video. That I got something to add to it." So, but what I did catch was quite interesting. Her dropping, the $20 situation. Her talking about the sticky floors. It was the HIV for me. I mean, it was a lot. First of all, Olivia says you've got to stop with that play. You got to stop playing with that white stuff. Your eyes are wide open like a deer in headlights. You are rubbing your teeth and licking them every 5 seconds. Your mouth is dry. Your lips are whatever BC you pop to the. I keep telling you to leave that BC alone. You got on here after you had that Power Ranger kick, and you didn't let all that girl business out. I bet you she won't remember it in the morning. She don't know she told all that lady business. It's the same shit that happened.
She definitely know. She definitely know. My thing is this, the whole Chrissy House nasty. Y'all remember Jasmine went down there to visit her last year in Houston. Was it last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the
She said the person, Olivia said that the person who gave her the information said they didn't even want to take their shoes off. Now, if y'all remember, Chrissy and Jazz was up late. They did a video that they did like a mukbang. They was up real late, standing in Chrissy's bathroom. Me personally, Jasmine looked kind of comfortable to me in that house for it to be so nasty. Now, we do know trash bags and stuff, but Olivia could have got that from just watching Chrissy's video when she did the laundry thing, But I felt like Jasmine probably did tell her that. I think that now the whole HIV thing, my theory is if there's some validity to that, I could see that being said to Jasmine from Chrissy because they were very tight. And at that point, they said that happened when she was in Vegas still. And at that time, Chrissy was going through a lot. She just had a baby. Her husband left her. Jasmine was like her confidant.
Right.
So yeah, I agree. I mean, at that particular time, I mean, whether it be true or false, I get what you're saying. Far as the comfortability, or far as, you know what I'm saying, that Chrissy feeling like she can trust, far as that trust being there and that friendship being there, I do feel like back in that point, yeah, Chrissy, if something was going on, I do think she probably would have trusted Jasmine with that. And only, not even just something like that. I think people trust Jasmine with a lot of things because they know Jasmine is not one to get on the internet and tell. She'll tell your business behind closed doors. Because don't think that Mama Dukes don't know all of Chrissy's business. You get what I'm saying? Jasmine is their type. Jasmine, anytime, because the same thing happened with Asia. Anytime Asia's name came up, to avoid everything with Asia, she keeps, to avoid addressing, her part in that situation, she keeps throwing all Asia's dirt out there. Jasmine really doesn't know how to take accountability. Again, back to the friendship thing. You not understanding why Chrissy, your sister, your ace boon coon, can't forgive Olivia. You, again, no accountability.
But you gotta understand, like, no offense to no Virgos, Jasmine's a Virgo, okay? Virgos are very analytical minded. So when it comes to having sympathy emotions, sometimes that's on the back burner. All Jasmine seen was a betrayal because her bestie came to a Reactors live.
But it
It
started before that too. Now, like
it
that,
did.
yeah,
It
yeah.
did. It definitely started way before that. But you feel me? That's what I feel made her open up to Tuna more and more. And
So
started.
everybody in the chat is saying Chrissy is live. Well, y'all, I
Yes.
can't end my live. Y'all definitely can go over there and see what's going on. Remember, I told y'all to have several devices. Y'all can report back to us what's going on, because I'm not going to end my live for Chrissy. But if y'all want to go over there, you're definitely free to do that. And then you can, dip back in with us. So I'm sorry, Quelz, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just simply trying to say that she had ample, she had the fuel to want to be open enough with Tuna, because even though her and Chrissy had beef before this happened, I still feel like Jasmine thought there was a chance they could repair that friendship
Thank you,
and
Nurse P.
get back to it. And so that's why I feel like, even though they wasn't speaking previously through those months, I feel like Unc was still kind of like, well, she asked the girl to watch her kids for when she was going to give birth. So, of course, she felt comfortable enough that their relationship was going to get back to how it was. So I think that's why her coming up in the Reactors chat was a blow to her, because she probably felt like, well, I just asked you to watch my kids for me while I give birth. Like, I thought we was doing good. I thought we were repairing things. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, but Kels, you gotta again keep into mind, like TMR said, even before her birthday, this even stemmed back to the whole when Olivia was going through the custody situation, and people were asking Chrissy her opinion, every now and then, and Chrissy was giving her 2 cents every now and then, or when Chrissy would ask them about Jasmine's friendship, and she would say little things every now and then. The little shade and the little tea has been going on before all that even happened. It's been going on for a while. And Jasmine really has not been saying anything because, like, I agree with you. Jasmine had hopes that the friendship would mend. But again, like sisters, sometimes they do. Sometimes sisters take years to mend friendships, but that's because that's their bond and that's their understanding. Olivia being an outsider and having not really any full knowledge of the real foundation of their friendship and what was really shared and what was really, what that friendship really meant, she should have minded her business. And like you guys said, those intimate conversations should have never been shared with Olivia. That's your sister. I'm sure Olivia's not sharing Raquel's business. And again, no, y'all not blood, but that y'all called yourself sisters.
But this is what it is. It's the ghetto for me.
Very
like
ghetto.
All of this is very ghetto. Like, okay, y'all fell out, but to bring all y'all personal business to the internet, it's the whole everybody talking about each other's box. Who box stank? Who box don't stank? It's like, why are a bunch of women talking about somebody else's box? That's the part that be getting me. It's just like, okay, now, so you guys, Olivia states in her live that it was told to her that Chrissy told someone, and we know who that someone is, that when she first met her boyfriend, that he didn't want to have oral with her because he said allegedly her box thing. Now we're not spreading it because Olivia had damn near 3,000 people in her chat. Everybody already heard it. Okay, so even if that is true, let's say that did happen. Let's say Chrissy, because she said that Chrissy went to 12-6 crying, telling her this, right? Let's just say that is true. 12-6, why would you, when you yourself got your Uchi pics leaked out here on the internet? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you tell Olivia that? That's my thing. Like, although y'all mad at you, like I got friends that I don't speak to anymore. But things that they have told me in confidence, although we're not cool anymore, yeah, I'm not spilling that to nobody. Because you told me that in confidence. It's the immature. Very immature. Very immature. You know, it's taking these channels and not really using these as businesses, as, you know, tools to make real money, because y'all bringing y'all personal business to the internet. Now, at the beginning of the day, we all enjoy the tea, right? But it's like, for what? So, okay, so now y'all to put all the business out here. Now where do we go from here? Where do we go from here?
Yeah, that's where I'm not.
This type of stuff will make a person pull up. So is somebody about to pull up? That's what I want to, are y'all about to pull up on each other? Because at this point, that's what, because y'all know in Jasmine's live that she said that's what she ready to do. Because Jasmine in her live, and Olivia did too, basically spilled the tea that Chrissy lives in Austin with Jasmine. Because Jasmine said in her live, don't act like you ain't around the corner. Don't act like you ain't just right up the street. Well, that right there just told us, okay, sis, she live in the same city as you. So it's like, Jasmine, why you just don't say that? Why you just don't say
because that? Jasmine is the punk. We know Jasmine, like she knew she was going to get BF to do it, and sure enough, BF went in that bathroom and played around with her teeth and her nose, and voila, you got magic. Because I mean, wow, like this wasn't even your beef. So first of all, if anybody should be hype or animate, it should be Jazzy. It was Chrissy was throwing shots at Jazzy in her life. She mentioned your name, but she didn't really say nothing about you. So for you to have all this
she's
smoke,
standing up for Jasmine because Jasmine pregnant.
No, girl, you standing up so bad you had to start fanning yourself, sis. You had to start fanning yourself.
It's the theatrics. It's the theatrics for me. I can't hardly watch her. I don't get it. What it is?
I was amazed.
Amazed by Tuna.
I was amazed at the behavior, the erratic behavior. It was the kids running around, the hollering, the screaming, the fanning herself, the eyes wide open, the teeth looking. It was a lot for me to process. It was a lot going on at one time. It was giving very zoo, very. I got ADHD. That was a lot, huh?
The kids was out of control because Stella was gone for the evening. Hopefully she was on a date somewhere and finding her a man. But
clearly, what did the kids eat for dinner? She said they had grapes and cupcakes, or fruit and cupcakes. What else?
Mother of the year, bravo to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, I personally feel like, they should have did this a while back. Yeah. Chrissy came out here and said she don't like your man. Okay, sis. There's a lot of people don't like your man.
I'm sorry.
Quiet as kept. The people that's smiling up in your face probably, hell, your mama probably don't. You gonna spill her business?
Yeah, I thought that was very tacky of Olivia. Like I said, considering the setting as well. Like I said, she had a lot going on. The kids are running around. There's a lot going on. That wasn't the time or place. Again, you just got your kids back. You just had a custody situation. Why are you on the internet in a beef? Look at your behavior. That was a sight to see.
She likes any type of attention. When you're low vibrational like Tuna, any attention coming your way, you're excited. You got to understand, she was picked on in school. She was bullied. Remember, she got on here and told us that. So now this is her chance to be the villain. She gets to laugh. She gets to have all this attention. She gets to have 2.3K people watching. So it's revving and amping her up. Meanwhile, your kids run around half naked, hair ain't combed, cute. Girl, when Robert came in there and said, "Get off alive," girl, I hollered. I said, you need to listen to your daughter. Like
But
you
my
look.
thing is this: when she said, when Olivia said, you think you better than everybody, you think you better than everybody. Sis, if she do, what does that matter to you? Don't you
Exactly.
think you better, or you don't?
No,
Like,
she don't.
why does that bother you?
No, she don't think she better. You heard what she said. We all
Yeah.
had dramas, So she let that be known. Like, no, I don't think I'm better.
Yeah, but what did she say? Didn't she say we all? What she said? We all dirty. What she say? Dirty bitches or broke? What she
She
call
said no. She
herself?
said we all didn't had a bum here
No,
and there or
no.
something.
There was
No,
another line where she
Oh,
referred to all of them collectively as women, and she
yeah,
said, "You think you better than somebody else? Like you something?" She said, "No, we all something bitches." She said
yeah,
something. She referred to them as collective. I can't think of it though.
yeah.
it's just
So,
funny how she inserted herself in something that to me didn't really have anything to do with her. But again, I don't want to make this about her because it
Yeah,
ain't about her. It's really
right,
about Chrissy and Jasmine or 12-6. But these, Ming and Liv got inserted into this. You know what I mean? And all this, obviously, this current thing is stemmed because Chrissy goes on her channel today to explain to people because basically, I mean, at the end of the day, basically, Chrissy was like, "Sis didn't tell it to y'all right, so let me tell it to you like it is." And obviously, Jasmine felt some type of way because she don't like people insinuating that she's slow, right? So that's basically what Chrissy did when she came up here to clarify. Which, okay, if she wanted to clarify, she clarified. Like, sis, why are you feeling some type of way about that? Let that woman say what she want to say.
but
Like,
this
why
is,
are you feeling some type of way unless you feel like she is some validity in that?
but y'all already know how Jasmine is. Somebody was hyping her on that. I really think it was the key girl. That's just my opinion. Allegedly, I'm just assuming. I feel like somebody had to rev her up for that. And that's why she felt like it was an attack on her, as opposed to what it really was, which was Chrissy giving people information on what to do in these type of circumstances, which was very informative. I was like, okay, I didn't know that. Like, that was very informative. It was a good live. It was informative. I didn't feel like it was to, you know, oh, discredit Jasmine. She's lying. That ain't true. That's not what you do to handle the situation. I didn't feel like it was that. I felt like she was sharing, look, if you guys are ever in this situation, this is how you should handle it, blah, 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 blah. And she was just explaining, because a lot of people in the chat was saying, what's going on? I don't know. What does those talent? A lot of people didn't know about these third party agencies that Unc is dealing with, right?
I definitely didn't know anything about it until when she explained it last year. But that's the thing. Jasmine act like Chrissy was spilling her business since you spilled your business last year when you told us that you was a part of this agency. Now,
Yeah.
obviously, you didn't tell us how much money they take from you, but you told us that they take money from you. You
Yeah.
told us that. You told us that last year.
She
So
did.
I don't know what the big hoopla is about because you had already told your business.
Yeah, exactly. She
But
told, but the thing for me is like, if you didn't watch it in its entirety and you just got little snippets or somebody sent you bits and parts of it, you're not reacting to something accurately. You're going off of what was fed to you or the bits and pieces that you took from it instead of watching it in its entirety to make a sound judgment. Now you done hopped on here, stirring the shit even further, and now you done got Tuna all involved because she all in your chat being big bad big men and all that stuff going on. And it's like, it's a domino effect. Why? Like, because one, Unc lacks accountability and she's been underhandedly doing stuff. And now it's affecting more people than she thought it would. And this is why we are where we are today. Because of that.
well, it definitely goes down on these YouTube streets. Unfortunately, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This mommy sector has become very, very toxic. In the beginning, it was just reacting to the videos, and now it seems very personal. Everybody to me, these ladies are trying to, tear down each other, and to me, it's just like, for what? At the end of the day, everybody lives lives. Nobody life is perfect. Everybody has stuff going on. But just because you got a public platform doesn't mean all your personal business has to be on the platform unless you choose to tell it.
yeah. I just don't understand how they got here. I just don't understand like yeah. I mean, I get it. Chrissy has Jasmine blocked, so she couldn't call her and talk to her directly. But even still, even the way Jasmine approached it and handled it, if you
But
watch, like,
Jasmine could have emailed Chrissy. She ain't
Yeah,
got her blocked on email.
we know
yeah,
she.
or hit her. She could have hit up on Instagram. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She could have found other means to hit her up. Even tried to call her block. She could have tried, but it still didn't have to escalate to this. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, that's between them. Again, all of this.
But see,
It's ghetto. It's very.
the,
It's a
the
lot.
reason why I feel like because Jazz lied so bad in that live last night, trying to pretend like she was saving face.
Oh,
Like
well, she definitely lied.
you,
So
Definitely.
wait a minute. They said Chrissy over there talking about 12-6 bug problem. See, that's what I'm talking about. You see how petty this is? This is so immature. That like it's immature on everybody's level. I don't give a damn what nobody said. It's immature on all these like these ladies have children, lives, jobs. Come on, y'all. Y'all got to do better than this. Y'all
got to,
really do. Y'all got to
got,
do better than this.
yeah. It's accountability, really. Like that's all it is. They should never go back. And that's funny. The number one person who's in the middle of this is not going live. No.
I was just about to say. Everybody has went live but yeah, Jazzy's in the bushes pretending like she don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Exactly.
She'll come on her live tomorrow or the next day. What
Guys,
happened?
yeah,
Right.
But
a lot of stuff going on.
Smacking the big and a
because
square.
her feelings is hurt. Well, since as a woman, talk your ish to the person that you have the problem with. You don't have
Mm-hmm.
the problem with the whole internet. You got a
Mm-mm.
problem with her, you know? But I think, this, right, Miss TLD, it is very junior high. Like, I don't know. At the end of the day, all of them can stand for improvement. We all can stand for some type of improvement,
I, I
But
agree.
trying to get up here discrediting each other doesn't make you any better. I'm gonna just say that. It makes you no better than the next person trying to discredit somebody else. Now, what we're doing here is we're simply discussing the events because at the end of the day, all of us, the reactors, the subscribers, whomever, we've been following these channels. We're following storylines, y'all. We're following reality TV, and that's why we're here discussing it. Okay? Nothing more, nothing less. Because when this live ends, you guys are going to go back to your normal everyday routine. You know,
Mhm.
hence the same they should have done. If you guys all figured out that you're not no longer going to be cool, then don't be cool and everybody handle their channels accordingly, the way they need to. But
Yeah.
again, this comes with age. With age comes maturity, and
Yeah.
they haven't got there yet. They haven't got there yet. They just haven't got there. Will they get there? If they keep living, maybe. But this right here is not the way to do it. It definitely is not the way to do it. This wasn't the way to handle it. Because at the end of the day, you guys need to respect each other's boundaries, and they definitely do not respect each other's boundaries. They
No.
don't respect boundaries. Excuse me.
Mm-mm.
And again, not even to keep bringing up old girl, because like we said, this is really about Chrissy and Olivia, but I mean Chrissy and, excuse me, Jasmine, but Olivia has brought so much extra chaos and negative energy to it and hype to it that it's made it, you know what I'm saying, it's made it more than what it is. And again, I just really wish that they would have not even befriended her. Like, once you figure out somebody's a snake, and Chrissy already had words with her, they should have never even tried to make that work. Chrissy should have been like, listen, like,
Exactly.
I don't
That's
F
my
you.
thing. They should have left that girl right where she was at.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but Chrissy going off of Jasmine, because you remember Jasmine still was friends with everybody, regardless of what Chrissy and Olivia had going on. Jasmine was still, like she said, she wants to stay neutral. She was still neutral through the whole thing. And Jasmine's influence on Chrissy prompted her to befriend Olivia, which obviously now they should have never did. Like, Olivia's been holding a lot of hatred. For some odd reason, she hates that lady. She
Yeah.
hates Chrissy. And I don't understand why, girl. Like, what, did she sleep with your man, sis, over there? What happened?
I don't know what it is, but there is, like, I don't know if it's jealousy, but it is clear as day that Tuna hates Chrissy. Tuna is like she do act like Chrissy didn't slept with one of her dudes, stole some money from her mama. Like, you feel me? I don't know what it is about Chrissy, but Tuna
I
just
think I
feels.
think it's because she just wants to figure out how. In her mind, Olivia is over because she's never had nothing. So she's always that type of person that's looking at the next person, trying to figure out how
But
they
she
got it,
did.
why they got it, what they did to get. Instead of focusing on herself, on her children, on her what she got going on, you caught up in what the next person got going on, and she allows that to eat her up inside
But
and
sis,
get
I,
defensive.
I, I kind of want to disagree because she had Gerard, so she did have something. But she, instead of being happy
Yeah, but
with
she
what
didn't want
she,
Gerard. We already know that, so that doesn't even count.
well, I just feel
Ooh.
she wasn't happy with what she had, so she was always staring at somebody else's ish.
Exactly. And that was no diss to Gerard. She did just like she had Zolo. She didn't really want. Olivia is very detached. She don't
But do
really want
y'all
a lot
see
of
how
things.
weird this is? How we're inserting Olivia in this conversation when she shouldn't even be in it, but she inserted herself in it because she claimed somebody got their name in. Well, sis, even if they had your name in their mouth, it wasn't publicly. Because I didn't hear nobody talk about you publicly. I didn't hear Chrissy reference you publicly. You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
obviously Jasmine was telling Olivia the things Chrissy was saying about her, right? That's obvious. That's why she get, all this animosity because Jasmine was running back telling her, yeah, and she said this and she said that and they said this and they said that, and that's why Olivia feeling some type of way. Now, am I saying Jasmine can't express herself? I mean, at the end of the day, the information she is telling Olivia, it wasn't, it wasn't under lock and key, but it's just like, although y'all not friends anymore, some of that stuff that you told Olivia, you probably should have just kept that. You should have probably took that to the grave. Just keep that to yourself, because you act like that ish can't happen to you, and don't think Olivia won't do you like that. Sis, it's testing to prove it. She don't give a damn about nobody.
Yeah, no, she doesn't give a damn. Anytime you just go through a whole custody battle and you get on the internet and show your ass like she did tonight, yeah, no, you don't give a damn about nothing.
mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Most women would be like, "Oh, nah, let me mind my business." She
Girl,
should,
she
she
couldn't
should
wait
have
to
the
get on
energy
get a
Jasmine
reason to
had.
get on this internet and tell. Once Jasmine told her Chrissy's business, baby, she couldn't wait to get a reason to get on here. She was praying. She
Yeah,
couldn't wait. She probably was the one egging Jasmine on to even interact with Chrissy through text message or however they were interacting.
Yeah,
you're
see
right.
what? As soon as that bitch say my name, I'ma say something. As soon as that, yeah, I can hear her now. I can hear her now. Poor
Mhm.
thing.
You're right, sis. I noticed that no matter how much we talk about it, this gets back to, and I hate that. Because it's like she really didn't have no play in this, but she did insert herself, and she, I guess, tried to act like tough Tony, like she speaks on Jazz behalf in certain aspects, but then she wants her little jabs here and there, and it's just horrible. How like this had nothing to do with you.
Welcome to the membership, Mo.
We were
Yeah,
sitting here looking at what was going on between two friends that both said they were friends outside of YouTube, which is Chrissy and Jazz. And we have seen a lot of unravel and unfold. I honestly, that whole copyright thing, it was very informative. I really thank Chrissy for doing that live today. Okay, Tuna trying to come on here and say she didn't need to come on here and talk about that or whatever she was trying to say in regards to her. She could have said,
Why not? She was involved in it. She got copyright claim too. So
and
basically, she was explaining people what she knew because
exactly.
she felt like Jasmine didn't explain it right, and maybe she didn't. Hell, I mean, I don't know. I just really feel like, at this point, I think a lot of this started when, well, not a lot of it. Some of this started when that key girl came out here and publicly said what she said on her Instagram about denouncing Mami Yana.
Mm-hmm.
Then Chrissy felt some type of way, and so she did a video clapping back at her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jasmine took offense to that, right? When you can't blame Chrissy for publicly saying what she had to say when the key girl publicly said what regardless if she did it on Instagram, since she still did it on a public social media platform. So if Chrissy felt like she needed to get on here, I think she felt like I think Jasmine felt like, well, me and Key linking up. So in my mind, I think Jasmine was like, you and I ain't cool anymore. So you trying to destroy all the relationships I got.
Yeah, but if Jasmine's gonna have that type of personality or that type of energy, she should have had that smoke with Key as well. She should have hollered at Key like, listen, I'm trying to work with you. I'm not really speaking to these ladies right now, and that might cause some conflict. Can you please take that down? That's what she should have did.
She didn't have that smoke for Key. She really
exactly
spoke for Chrissy until Chrissy came on there and said she don't like her nigga. Then that's when all hell broke loose for Jasmine. Honestly, because it really didn't have nothing to do with Jazz until Chrissy did say when she went, and made that video in regards to what the Key girl had said to her. When she was explaining how people was asking her about her and Jazz relationship, friendship, that's when Chrissy said, I'm going to be honest, I don't like her nigga. And then that, I feel, was the triggering moment for Jazz.
I think a lot of jealousy is involved in this too. Yeah, I think so. Because sometimes you have people are envious of others who can convey a persona that they can't. Chrissy has a different type of personality in Jasmine, and Jasmine tries really hard to, we all talked to mimic a lot of Chrissy's mannerisms, and you can't mimic someone because it's not gonna come off authentic, right? Because you're not them. And I think a lot of jealousy has to do with this as well too. I really do. All right, that's just my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you ladies think? Like, do y'all think that, as reactors, we all are comrades here on the YouTube streets? Do you guys feel by watching these ladies that people really can't have genuine friendships on YouTube?
I feel like with everything, there has to be a filter, even in real friendships. You know what I'm saying? Even in real friendships, there's certain things that might go on in your relationship, might go on in your family, might go on in your work that you keep to yourself. So I think everybody has to learn to have boundaries with people and not have a wall up or not have it in the sense of, oh, I'm not going to tell them anything because don't be scared. Don't be, again, not willing to open up. But I think just always, be discreet and be mindful that you never really know anyone's true intentions. And that's it.
I feel like, honestly, they're like co-workers and friends on top of that. And when you mix money with friendship, sis, at the end of the day, if you're doing better than your friend and y'all working in the same damn field, it's not going to end well. Because your friend want to know, why can't I catch up? I think that's a part of the jealousy. Like when it comes to, can you be friends with somebody in the YouTube streets? You can, but if you trying to help elevate your friend and they still on that same ish and they're trying to figure out why they can't catch up, jealousy is going to happen.
But that's the thing though. Then that's not really your friend, because people have to understand what's for them is what's for them and what's for you is what's for you. And everybody can't go where you're going. That's why, everybody's not meant to be on top. Everybody's not meant to be broke. You get what I'm saying? The same vision that a person that working 9 to 5 have is not the same person that a millionaire had. That's why they're a millionaire. That's why they're making a 9 to 5 earnings. So you can't be jealous. Like, if you don't put in the work, you got to be honest with yourself and really, that's the thing. These people really ain't your friends. If you see that Chrissy really out here trying to change, trying to do this, trying to do that, and you see that you on here still moping, still unmotivated, you just got yourself knocked up, you're trying to move, you know that your life is not really doing the work like your friends doing the work, there should be no jealousy. There should be all congratulations, all support, and if anything, it should be motivation. It should be, damn, why can't I do this? Because I'm not doing X, Y, Z. And that's Big Funky's problem. Big Funky is always trying to figure out why the fuck can't she do it? And instead of sitting down and taking heed, she gets jealous and she gets defensive and she starts throwing shots, and it never works for her. Because I had this conversation with TMR privately, where, you know what I'm saying? We support each other privately in our own endeavors. And I tell her all the time, don't call me if you ain't doing something productive. Or when I hang up the phone, go be productive. Because what else is we talking about? Right. We talk about this, but we have other things that we need to channel our mind and our energy about. And that's the thing. I don't get into views. I don't get into who got more views. I don't care about that. As long as I see that my friends' views is up there and they eating, that's all I care about. Give a fuck about them having more views than me. I'm confident in what the fuck I got going on in real life.
I support all you ladies. I support all you guys. Even if I'm not sitting in your chat or if I'm not sitting in your comment section, I still support you guys. Like at the end of the day, there's a difference between personal and business, and I know how to separate the two, right? So like right now, what we're doing is business, you know,
Right.
and when we chat tomorrow on the phone to do a recap, since now we personal, you know what I mean? Like that's the difference there. And these ladies don't know how to differentiate the two. That's the problem, you know, because me personally, Olivia takes a lot of this personal. Like YouTube is her life,
I was just
right?
about to say that.
I'm
This is
sorry,
her.
Quelz. Go ahead, sis.
No. I was just saying that, like, it spiraled like this because this is their life. They have no life outside of the internet, and it shows. Jasmine can't live outside of the YouTube camera. We done seen her lock up her kids, walk away, we're leaving them in the tub. We done seen Tuna put that live on mute so many times. They're saying, y'all, I gotta go, but the kids are here. They keep coming here. You feel me? That's because they feed into this internet. It is their life. So they don't live in the realm of reality because internet's their reality. That's why they can't know the difference between business and personal.
So
Because
Vaughn
you know
said,
what I think?
"Oh my God, Liv is live cussing Chrissy out while rocking her baby to sleep. Who does that?"
didn't I just say something like that? Like that. Why you can't even tend to your kids because this internet controls your life. You're a minion.
But that's because she doesn't have a real life. Because again, even if you think about the other ladies, nobody put this much energy into this whole beef except Olivia. And had nothing to do. She doesn't really have anything going on. Like I said, you would think somebody who just went through what she went through wouldn't even be wanting to be caught up in this, but she's all in the midst.
Exactly.
So
you should be still recuperating from all the drama you just went through. What, a week or two ago? I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, it's insane.
And again, my thing is when her man not her man, when her ex Frank over there came out here and clowned her. Yeah, you didn't hear a peep from Chrissy. Yeah, Chrissy didn't come out here and do a reaction video. Olivia, at the end of the day, says you a whole reactor over there. I don't care what you say.
She said she was a reactor.
Yeah, because what's her shade? What's her shade for Rod's channel? Why you shading Rod's channel? Rod minding his business. Rod over there. Why you keep throwing she ain't call your man no name. She ain't say nothing about Zolo. She ain't call you Gerard. Why you keep calling her man out his name?
She to me personally, I feel like she's envious of Chrissy.
Oh yeah, she is.
I really do.
Yeah, because
since you got too much hate for it, like you had a lot of hate for a chick before you even knew the chick. Like this was even before Mamiana. Like you had a lot of resentment for a chick that you didn't even know personally.
But because Olivia watches people. One thing, when she be on them live streams and sitting on that computer, she's watching people. Olivia watches people. She's obsessive. Like Gerard said, that bitch was watching Chrissy before she even got in the beef with her. That's why she's very calculated. And Olivia watches, and that's when she becomes heavy. Just like she's been watching Antonesia. She was watching Antonesia before we even knew Antonesia. But once we knew who she was and we got a chance to put the name to the face or a body to, that's what really made her mad. That bitch been pressed. Yeah. Olivia, instead of just staying in her lane and doing her, that's what I'm saying. That these people are not really friends. They don't know how to have real friendships. Because again, if somebody's really your friend, you're not going to hate on them.
It just shows you that these chicks don't have friends outside of YouTube. Because if they did, y'all know how when you see it on Facebook, Instagram, when somebody beefing with somebody, they homegirl in the background, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't see none of their. I'm talking about homegirls outside of YouTube. You don't never hear mention of anybody. Like again, these chicks live for YouTube.
Yeah, they do. Unfortunately, and I know the money ain't even worth it. Since y'all live in apartments, none of y'all own nothing, so it can't be worth it. Y'all don't. Is it worth it? What do y'all don't even own the damn cars you drive?
Oh my goodness!
Like, is it worth it? Honestly, like taking that jealous of Chrissy for whatever reason. Tuna is jealous of Chrissy. Like you could do it too if you would find a life and a path of your own. That's it.
Absolutely. Well, Tuna is jealous of anybody who she who she feels is doing better than what she's doing. Because again, she looks at people and tries to figure out why. And in her mind, she can't figure out why Chrissy with 9 kids is do. How is Chrissy driving into a Benz to me? How is Chrissy in this bigger house? How is Chrissy getting this man that's going to get on this chain and will cook? When the last nigga I had exposed me and told her what I had a little pH balance issue. Like, she can't figure out how. Same thing with Ming. How did Ming get Uriah to stay with her all these years and really marry her and commit to her and buy her these jewelries? And she can't figure out how these bitches is really doing it. Even with Jasmine and Chris, she can't figure out how she got this nigga to come in the house, even if he ain't nice to her. She can't figure out how she got him to come and play the role. When has Chris ever got on here and dragged Jasmine? He's never done that.
No.
She can't figure out how not even just reactors, fuck the reactors. She can't figure out how they can and she can.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, she talking this ish about these men. Well, what you're saying about Rod saying that Chrissy Uchi smells allegedly. Well, since both the men, several men in your life that you brought on these YouTube platforms have came out and said that about you. It's like you're repeating something a chick said to you.
Exactly.
But these men that you were with came up here and said this about you. Now, she invited everybody to go smell her. Okay. She said she will drop her addy if need be, and y'all can come over there. Now, think about it. What person in their right mind would even say something like that?
She was hoping a young man was in the chat and heard her and slid in their DM. That's what that was. Because, honey, ain't nobody.
And then when she said, she also said that Uriah, basically said Uriah ain't really, there for me. She said she basically said he puts up a good act. Sis, how do you feel like it's an act? Because they managed to stay together?
Exactly.
I will
That's
say
an act?
I will say this. When I first met me, I knew off top that man loved her. I knew off top. I said, oh, man.
Yeah, you can tell they love each other. Definitely.
He really love her.
You can tell.
For real.
But that's the thing, and she can't figure out how. That's why and even the body situation. Why you keep coming for that girl body? Since you are big, why are you worried about that girl body? Now, Olivia, if Dr. Miami called you tomorrow and said he will give you a mommy makeover 360 for free, and you promote the video, you would have your big ass on that table so fast, girl, they wouldn't even be able to knock you out. Stop it. Because if he called me, I'm sleeping in the waiting room. What you mean? I'm there before they open. Stop it,
baby. I'm staying all night. I'm at the hotel the night before, maybe 2 days before.
Knock it out.
It's so sick. And the thing is, the reason I feel like when it comes to Tuna, it's that little girl that was teased that's taking over. It's that ego of that little girl that was in high school that had no friends, that was getting picked on, eating lunch by herself at the table and shit.
But yet they say reactors are haters. We haters. We live in miserable lives. How, sis? How? Y'all the one come up here talking about all the issues going on over there. How we live in miserable lives? You know what I mean? Like, it's the weirdness for me.
It's the weirdness, it's the jealousy, but it's the unhealed trauma for me. Like, she needs to heal that.
Amber, welcome to the 2 Live crew.
That whole little, like, when she got bullied in high school, it comes out. What 31-year-old woman gonna say, here's my address, y'all could come smell me? Who 31 talking about come smell me? Right. That's kid shit.
I'm like, what? Come smell you? What time, sis? What time should we be over there? Oh my goodness. Oh Lord.
What a hot mess.
It's like at this point, y'all, it's just like, oh my God, y'all giving us so much work. I mean, and then we don't make up this stuff. None of this was made up. Okay. We didn't make any of this up. This was told to us live and unfiltered. Do we feel like it's true? It's a possibility. I feel like Jasmine gave her this information. I do. I feel like she gave her this information, and Olivia couldn't wait to the opportunity to spill it. She was praying for this.
Now, TMR says, I got a question. Do you think Liv was sitting on this information, or you think Jasmine most recently told her this?
I believe she most recently told her, because Olivia, a lot of this information, like, it was recent. It was like probably in the last couple weeks. month.
Oh.
I think at first Jasmine had a little hesitation of talking to Olivia, but as her and Chrissy's relationship started to deteriorate more and more and more, and Jasmine was at the point like, I don't give a fuck. Like, all bets are off. And she knew the right person to get back at Chrissy would be Olivia. So that's why she told her what she told her.
Yeah, Jasmine is very vindictive. So I could see, like I said, I can see her sitting behind and trying to, pull the strings and pull the ropes. And then again, like
I'm
everybody's
just
live right
curious
now.
though. I want to know why Olivia didn't have all that heat for Zolo when he was out here talking about your boxes. Why you didn't do a standing ovation video for him?
It's because she thought she can get the little sausage backstage. She over
Oh
there.
my goodness. I don't know. I'm sorry. It was very messy. you know, there definitely is no turning back from this. We thought maybe a little bit they probably could have mended it a couple weeks ago when Chrissy and Jasmine went. But this right here, oh baby, ain't no turning back from this. None whatsoever. None.
Yeah, no, it's a done dealio. But again, I feel like it's all because of Liv. I feel like if Liv would have just stayed out of it, and again, people go and stand shots when they were asking Chrissy, about the custody thing or about the Zola thing. Chrissy genuinely tried to like dodge the question. You know what I'm saying? She sincerely tried to, and instead of Olivia saying that, like, all right, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a little jab every now and then, or be a little shit. Y'all the enemy. Y'all don't fuck with each other. So you got to expect that in this situation. You know what I'm saying? This is an entertainment business. Y'all out here on the public platform. People going to send shots. You can't take everything personal and make everything a big deal. Or if they mention some little shade in the hour live and it's a 2-second remark, let that shit rock. You've been on live for how long about some shit that don't even have nothing to do with you? I think it's just really crazy how they function. And
well, Monique wants to know, why would she say Chrissy got the HIV? Well, sis.
Yeah, I don't think she should have said that. I think
that's baby, that's HIPAA. And and you did you see her records? Have you saw some like, even if Jasmine told you that, I says, you don't know that, like, to be spreading something like that. Like,
You see, I feel like Olivia thinks she should night in this thing, and she thinking that Chrissy is easy ear. Like Easy E had a record of being promiscuous.
hey, Ahada.
Everybody know Chrissy has, multiple baby daddies. So she thought that putting something out there like that would be like, well, it's not hard to believe she does have a lot of baby daddies. So you feel me? She thinking it was gonna make her look like the hood champ, like she was Suge Knight, like, you got this and that, you got HIV, blah blah blah. And I think that's why she put that out there, because it wouldn't be hard for someone to be like, well, she do got a lot of baby daddies. Well, we do know she moved dudes in real easily. It just would fit the narrative for the characteristics that we've seen from Chrissy before. So that was an easy thing for her to throw out there, even though we don't know if it's true or not. Chrissy says definitely not true, but allegedly, Tuna carried that bone because it wouldn't be far-fetched.
That I believe that's true, but I also believe she took this as an opportunity. I think the insertion was an opportunity to shade Chrissy. I think Olivia has been dragged by these men for quite some time. The reactors had a field day with her all summer. So I think she's been on the chopping block for quite some time. And nobody's really putting Chrissy on the chopping block. They're putting Jay-Z on the chopping block. So she had to insert herself. And I think because again, all these allegations, this is stuff people have said to her. Her box stinking, STD allegations, and baby number 10. I highly doubt Chrissy's over there thinking about baby number 10. This is all stuff that Olivia has going on that she's flipped on Chrissy to get the attention on Chrissy. It's not adding up. It's not adding up. HIV and $20 and all, it's just a whole bunch of, and then the whole marriage thing. She insinuated, or not even insinuated, she said that that Rod was messing with a married woman, and that Rod left the married woman to move in with Chrissy, who was also a married woman. Like, all of that, I mean, it sounds plausible. It sounds like, it sounds plausible. But still in all, you spilled that tea for what? Chrissy didn't really spill your tea. All she said was your name.
Chrissy been holding it tight. She really ain't been spilling nobody's tea. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, she hasn't been. I just feel like I said, I just feel like this didn't have to go left. I feel like this went really, 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 really left. And I just hope that Jasmine, she cleans it up. I mean, I don't know. Don't clean it up publicly, Jasmine. And we were telling you were doing so good. You were not talking. You were doing the music thing. You weren't talking. Now here you're back in the scene again, sis. Pray for it.
Nurse P Chronicle says, I don't condone none of Lil behavior, but I am black, and I know what it is like to be told constantly that you are not welcome because you don't have enough melanin, so you wish that you were darker. And I understand what you're saying, Nurse P Chronicles, but I don't think this is the situation tonight. I believe Olivia did what she did because she despises Chrissy. But I get it. I understand what you're saying. And maybe that I'm a dark girl, so I never had that issue. But and I have light-skinned friends. I have friends that are mixed. And the two friends that I have that are biracial, they've never expressed that to me that that's been their issue. So I'm not saying that's not her issue, but they've never expressed it to me like that's been an issue for them as a child or even as an adult.
Yeah, I think, I don't think it's that. I think Olivia, like I said, she just has this complex where she's always trying to figure out how. You know what I'm saying? Instead of making things a reality for herself, she's always looking at the next person, counting the next person's pockets, watching the next person's move, looking at the next person's man, trying to put two and two together.
You should ask them, Timar. Butterfly, I've had that conversation with them. Like I said, they've never expressed that to me. So they've never said it, but I'm not saying it doesn't happen to people. I'm sure it does. It sounds like it's a real thing. But I don't, at this point, you guys, my thought is this. Let me ask you, what are your true feelings about Jasmine and Chrissy? Like, do you feel Chrissy was wrong or Jasmine was wrong, or do you feel both were at fault?
I feel like in the beginning, I feel like neither was wrong. I feel like what happened was a friendship was over, and I think Jazzy didn't take the hint. And I think Jazzy not taking the hint forced Chrissy to make it obvious. You get what I'm saying? Because even if you guys remember back when Chrissy was doing that live stream that time and Jasmine called while she was doing the live stream. And she was like, yeah, Jazz, like, I see you in the chat. I said, hi, I'm live. Like, Jazz started to make things weird. Like, Jazz would go in the chat, and if Chrissy wouldn't speak to her, she would keep, like, she started to make things weird. If you know that somebody is not messing with you as a grown woman, as a mom, with all of that you have going on, yeah, I wouldn't be sweating it. If somebody don't fuck with me, they don't fuck with me. I wouldn't be figuring out why they don't fuck with me, especially if I kind of already have an idea. I'd be like, you know what, all right, she made her decision, she ain't fucking with me, I'm gonna go about my business. So I think if Jasmine would have taken that, yeah, your word, Jasmine, if you would have taken that advice or hint or whatever and went on about your business instead of pressuring the friendship on Chrissy or pressuring Chrissy to interact with you, it wouldn't have gotten here.
That's true. Yanni, I mean, Quelz, what about you?
I feel, I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of feel like Chrissy started wrong, and that's what started the domino effect because, we knew that it was like strain in their relationship, and no one could pinpoint why. Right, that had been the lingering question for all these months. We would see Jazz come to her live. The one time she didn't acknowledge her, or it was real like, oh hey, carelessly. We kind of saw that. So when she had that incident with Key, and she brought up, or people were asking her in the chat about her friendship with Jazz, and she just basically said, she don't like her nigga. I think that's what it was to Jasmine at that point. Like, bro, why'd you come on there and say that? Which I can understand Jazz on that. But at the same time, I feel like what had happened after that, you should have just waited to address her. Like, it's the addressing her on her birthday for me. Like, I'm real big on birthdays. Like, that's my solar return. I'm celebrating my life. I made it another year. Whatever issues you had with me, you could have handled that the next day, bro.
Could have
Or
handled it the next day. Yeah.
But you know what, Kels? This would have never happened on Chrissy's birthday had Jasmine gotten the hint when she chose Olivia last year. When you chose your side last year and you picked to be over there, you should have known everything after that. That. You picked your side. Why would you think? That's what I'm saying. Jasmine kept forcing it. Jasmine is the type of person. She's bad as these men out here. Jasmine will go and cheat on the motherfucker. The person will know you cheating and you trying to figure out why the bitch ain't fucking you and why she ain't mad. Nigga, you cheated.
yeah.
What you think I want to fuck with you for? She's still in your face. I'm saying, babe, why you? But you cheated. Bye.
It's still Chrissy's fault because she still accepted Jasmine's friendship, and she already knew how she stood with Olivia.
I think she accepted it I think she accepted it publicly to just give Jasmine that respect. I think she just wanted to bow out gracefully publicly. But I think they had a discussion behind closed doors. Chris said that. She's like, Jazz and I talked behind closed doors. So I think Jazz knew what it was. But see, Jazz didn't want the internet to know. So instead of Jasmine just playing it cool, Jasmine's going to push it and make her nuzzle her way and make the world know that they still cool when y'all knew behind closed doors that y'all wasn't.
Right. Exactly. I agree, Yanni. I agree. My thing is this. This is the reason why Chrissy, again, this is an assumption, Chrissy kind of turned her back on their friendship because it seems like Jasmine and Chrissy went through a lot. Chrissy stated that she was there for Jasmine when Jasmine was having bouts of wanting to end her life and other issues that she was having. Chrissy was there to be a shoulder to cry on, lending an ear. But when Jasmine chose to still befriend Olivia, the reason why we're here today, it's why Chrissy swayed away from her. She was like, sis, you're not rooting for the winning team, and that's why we're here today discussing this, and I don't think Chrissy was wrong for that. But because like she said, I gave this girl a chance once, right? And then last year she told the business, if it's true or not, whatever, she told it. And then you still decided to stay friends with this girl, which at the end of the day, Jasmine is free to be friends with whomever she wants to be friends with, right? Mm-hmm. But once you made the decision to align yourself with Liv, then you needed to respect the fact that she didn't want to be friends with you anymore, meaning Chrissy. Same thing with Jasmine Tiara. When Tiara and Jasmine was going through what they was going through, and once Tiara seen that Jasmine was picking the other side, Tiara just bowed out gracefully. She was like, all right, sis. Well, okay, we'll,
Mm-hmm.
But their friendship didn't blow up like this because y'all, I don't know if y'all remember, but when I started watching Jasmine late 2018, Tiara was heavy in Jasmine's chat. Jasmine would be on live talking and Tiara pop in. I just text you, or I'll text you after. Like, she was like how Chrissy and her were. That's how Tiara and Jasmine were, right? And then you started slowly seeing them fade away because I noticed I wouldn't see Tiara in her lives anymore.
But now TMR and Quelz and chat also. Now let me ask you guys this: do you guys feel like because they are public figures on this YouTube platform, and because they are so closely linked together, which they did on their own, but at any event, because they were so closely linked together, do you think that when the friendship first, or when Chrissy first came to the conclusion that, I got to back away from this isn't working for me, do you think at that point they both at that point should have publicly came and just cordially and just, real, just if we're not too detailed, but just kind of let everybody know, listen, we went our separate ways. There's no hate. We wish each other well. We just decided to, you know what I'm saying, go our separate ways for our friendship. Do you think that they owed the people that? Or do you think that they
It would have
did?
cut down on a lot of rumors. Just
I
like
think
when
so
you
as
have
well.
YouTube relationship couples that break up,
Yeah.
they come to the platform, and a lot of times they'll say it together or they'll say it individually. Like, this relationship is no longer working anymore. It was a relationship that
Exactly.
a lot of people on the internet knew about. And once you guys were no longer going to have that relationship, it probably would have been best for them to come up and say that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I
Therefore, we
yeah, I
probably
think
wouldn't be
that
here
would have.
today.
I think that would have saved us being here. I think if Chrissy would have addressed it how she wanted, because I think at that point, I think it was still love. I think when that whole Houston thing popped off, I think it was just hurt, betrayal, confusion, and hurt. And I think they would have been able to bow gracefully, and people wouldn't have felt no type of way. But I think that
I
whole pretending like we're not mad and we're still cool, but we ain't cool, and we talking, but we ain't. You got me on a block list, all this weird shit. She been blocked.
I kind of want to agree with this. I don't think we wouldn't have been here today because you got to look at the outside influences, which was Tuna. Tuna was a real cancer to that relationship in an aspect because she kept inserting herself. And even if they had said, okay, this is the reason we're good here, Tuna would have found a way to insert herself because why? We all knew them collectively from that Houston trip. So she would have always rationalized in her irrational mind how to insert herself in between that situation between Chrissy and Unc.
True.
So I feel like it wouldn't probably been as messy,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like Tuna would have still tried to insert it and insinuate things and stir the shit pot. So we still would have got here.
But I think Chrissy wouldn't have had anything to address. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of Tuna inserting herself came from Chrissy addressing sincerely friendships, or just like yesterday, she was sincere, or excuse me, earlier, she was sincerely addressing the company or the agency. And I think if she didn't have to address anything surrounding Jasmine and the awkwardness and the friendship, Tuna wouldn't be able to nuzzle her way in. If we know last year, yeah, y'all don't fuck with each other, y'all don't speak to each other, y'all, it's a dub, it's a done deal. Nobody would have been looking for each other, or man, y'all still chatting behind closed doors to the point that Jasmine is asking old girl to keep her kids. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like it was they were still playing. It was weird. Like Christy's pretending like she don't really fuck with her, but obviously y'all was still talking for her. She's pregnant. She just got pregnant. So at what point did she ask you to keep her kids? Like there was still some communication going on, and it shouldn't have been. That's what I'm saying. Once Christy came up to the conclusion that you chose Olivia and I'm done, she should have cut that bitch off, and it should have been that. It shouldn't have took all of this to cut that bitch off.
Yeah.
But do y'all really think this is because Jasmine told Tuna? Do y'all really think that's the first time I ever said that? But do y'all really think that's what this is all about? Do y'all really think she has the capability to cause this much division in friendships? Tuna does?
Well, it started with the Coke.
Yeah.
Think about it. That was the demise, was the Coke.
Yeah.
And then it was a rift ever since then, and Jazz, aka Unc, chose sides. And Chrissy been trying to play nice all this time, knowing damn well Chrissy said they had to deal with CPS and take drug tests because of Tuna saying they did Coke. That's major. I would like, your homegirl is still trying to be friends with this homegirl after all this time. I cannot play it cool.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. And Jasmine doesn't get that. Jasmine pretends like I don't know why she can't forgive me, and that's what makes me feel like, okay, if Jasmine's playing that stupid, well then maybe they did do it. Maybe they did it, and Jasmine is like on some shit like, listen, yeah, I'm mad she told everybody that shit, but fuck it, we did it, and it is what it is. It's one of the two.
It could have been.
I'm with Cassandra Washington. She said, I believe Liv. Wait a minute, hold on. I believe Liv has been trying to take them all down.
Yeah.
I believe that too.
Because we do know Niecy had Olivia on tape saying Jasmine was slow.
Yeah.
Then today she said, basically she was acting like Jasmine can't fight her own battles.
She did insinuate that. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because because look, if that makes sense. Because look, if Olivia can take down in her mind, if she could take down Olivia and Ming, what she thinks she did tonight, she looks at Jasmine as the weakest link left.
Yeah.
Olivia doesn't give a fuck about having to argue with Jasmine in 2 days or 3 days. She feels like she can, and who cares about arguing with Jasmine? Jasmine can't even argue.
Mm-mm.
So I
Nah.
think this was to devise, and
But
she
Jasmine did say she can throw them hands, though.
I believe it.
I believe it.
She did say that,
Look at
sis. She
y'all
said
just
she could throw those hands. Also, oh my goodness, can you, sis? Oh, wait
Olivia,
till you have that baby.
Olivia, you better leave that girl alone. She might
I
find you.
believe. I
Because I
believe it.
think that I believe that, honestly speaking, truly, I don't believe that Jazzy okayed Olivia to air out the information. I think when
No.
Olivia took that BC, that's what we're gonna call it tonight. We know what it really was. When she took that BC and got on that live, I think Jansen was sitting there like, oh my God. No, this bitch didn't.
Cause you know how it always starts. Sis, don't say nothing, okay? You got to keep this between me and you.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
Jasmine started spilling all that tea, and she really thought that Olivia was gonna keep it under wraps.
But that's what
And
happens when you are desperate for friendships.
What
Jazz,
Chrissy say, friends? How many of them? Friends.
oh my goodness, y'all, it's a mess that it happened like that, but it's just another day on the YouTube streets, I guess. But I just really feel like these ladies, they have really put a hurting on this mommy sector. I know other sectors is over here looking like, what in the hell going on over there?
Oh, baby, this.
Um,
But again, Tosh, back, and we hate to keep highlighting it, but even if you look at Jazzy, even Jazzy saying she's gonna pull up, okay, yeah, that was ratchet, but it's not really Jazzy. Even Jazzy's demeanor wasn't. Jazzy was chilling. She said what she said, but Jazzy wasn't on there hollering and screaming. And she wasn't on there for hours. Chrissy came on and said what she said. Chrissy wasn't on here for hours. Old girl is the only one that is going bananas over there,
cause
making it look ghetto. She's the one that's making it look ghetto. Them other ones are making it look ghetto because they ain't saying shit.
it's the theatrics. That's what Tuna likes. She loves the theatrics.
She's
well,
the
like
one
she
that
said today, her channel is entertaining.
well, that shit looks
Because
ghetto. That's some get. If she want to be, if she wants to look, that's some ghetto shit over there, boy.
well, if this didn't put the division with subscribers, viewers, it definitely did today. Like, people definitely are taking sides today.
Oh,
You know,
Yeah.
and I was a
definitely.
little like, oh, what? Oh no, yeah, I seen that. I saw
Yeah.
sides being taken for
I
taken.
do y'all think? Do you guys think Chrissy was wrong for? Do you think she was? Because I do think she was wrong, and I think Quelz brought this up earlier, but I don't know if we addressed it wholly. When Chrissy made the statement about not liking Chris, do you think that she was wrong for saying that, or do you think that was her voice and her opinion? Because me personally, I feel like she could have kept that to herself.
I do
I do
too.
too. I do
Okay.
But
too. I feel like she should have kept that to herself.
yeah, I do.
Because you not liking Chris had nothing to do with you coming out here discussing, basically reacting to Key. And I know a lot of her reacting to Key was because she knew Jasmine was behind it.
Yeah, yeah.
But but that still didn't have nothing to do with Chris. I mean, I haven't heard yet Jasmine bring Rod up.
I haven't either.
Exactly.
Not one time have I heard her bring up Rod.
Mm.
Not one time.
But see, let's think about it too. Let's think about it too. Let's not give Tooken so much credit. We all know if Liv had any realty, we know who she got it from. Okay, boom. So if she got it from Chrissy, yeah, Chrissy is not that stupid. Think about it. Chrissy is not spilling no hot scalding tea if Jasmine ain't pouring none just as fucking hot. And see, Jasmine can't handle confrontation if her shit gets spilled. Chrissy can, and so can Olivia, and so can Ming. So see, it's not about, oh, she's not confrontational. No, that bitch can't blow. She can't swing verbally. She probably can get out there and whoop on some ass with them hands because we know everybody got, people with knees, they got special strength. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that.
Oh my
She
goodness.
can, I believe she can throw a bow. But I don't think she can go toe to toe verbally. So if Chrissy got on here and spilled some shit behind the scene, first thing Jazz is gonna do is come on here crying, and everybody's gonna feel bad, and she's gonna be the victim again. But they know them other three are gonna come on here. They got mouths on them. They're gonna come. So Jasmine ain't stupid. Jasmine spilled some TT. Chrissy know all her shit.
Mm-hmm.
So Olivia on here thinking that she doing some shit like I said, mark my word, Chrissy know just as much as about Jazzy, or if not even more, because that's what made Chrissy feel comfortable. Trust and believe. Chrissy didn't start singing like a canary till Jasmine was singing for 6 months straight. Because Chrissy,
since we talking, Chrissy, did Jasmine really have an AB last December, not 12/6/2020? But in December of 2019, sis, tell us that.
Chrissy, we asking for a friend.
Okay, we asking for a friend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember.
Or, Olivia. You
might as well, Chrissy. Shit, they done told all your business.
Well, Liv, save that, because Liv and Jazzy gonna fall out next. So, Liv, keep that for when you fall out. We want to know. Right. And then Jazz, we want to know, did Olivia really have an AB? When she said she was driving to Texas that night with that nightgown and that adult diaper on, and she drove all that way, and she got there, and then she said that man licked her cat and ate her groceries and came back. Yeah, we want to know what. Yeah, that. Yeah.
Well, sis, I'll tell you. I'll go and tell you. Yeah, that didn't happen.
Okay.
I wasn't even there, but I just tell you that.
It was just my imagination once again. Running away from me.
Hey.
Honey, that man said it was just my imagination.
Ooh, the ghetto.
I mean, at the end of the day, all of them. I mean, Jasmine got tea on Chrissy. Chrissy got tea on Jasmine, right? Olivia said tonight that Jasmine didn't loan Chrissy all types of money. But what got me about Jasmine today, now she said this out her own damn mouth. Like I said before, 12/6 always talking about we counting her pockets. Sis told us today, oh, don't worry about the money that I make over here. Money. Because she made good money.
She did.
Oh, I said, well, you know what, sis? Good. I'm glad you make good money. Okay, well, then that registry will be taken care of over there. Since you making such swell money.
Not the registry, sis.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, at this point, sis, we would hope you are making good money. All the stuff that you done on the internet, you better be.
Oh, shit.
Baby, let me find out you bringing home $1,000 a month, and I'm coming to Texas.
That's what she making. She said she making enough to pay the rent, and the mom was helping her. Remember, she said that last
Baby, she said she making good money. Sis, what's your definition of good money? I know what mine is. What's yours?
I just don't want to see Big Fest 2021. That's all. Not another Big Fest. Not in 2020.
Oh my goodness. Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember?
Do y'all remember the discount during Christmas time?
Oh,
when she laid on that bed, curled up like a young thing, upset, honey, with that face to the pillow and cried. She said she was pregnant with twins, and they gave her a discount.
Oh my God, not 20% off. Oh
girl,
my
they gave her a discount at the clinic.
I didn't even know they did that.
Jasmine, that's why we said don't talk, sis. Don't talk.
She said they gave her a discount. Well, why did they give you a discount, sis? Because it was the 2-for-1? Oh my goodness.
What happened to that mysterious people that drove her to the AB clinic? I haven't heard of an uncle since. Have y'all?
Oh my goodness. He didn't even come help move.
She said she called him and he said call back 2 weeks and said what happened. Was everything?
Oh my goodness. No. He called back 2 weeks later.
Did she say call back 2 weeks? Talk about he was away or something. Child, Jasmine, you shouldn't have told. That's what I said, Jasmine. Don't say a word. When Chris leaves, matter of fact, let me finish my statement. Lord forgive me. I don't want to manifest that. Chris, don't leave. Please don't go. Please. Never mind.
You better not.
I was just going to say, never mind.
Especially now that Jasmine ain't got Chrissy to confide in. Oh, please. My goodness. We going to be, she going to be live for 4 hours.
Please.
Oh,
Please.
Loretta
Please.
said my birthday is 12/6.
Oh,
Oh my
sis.
goodness, Loretta. Well, you better be in attendance this year, okay? Because we having a celebration, sis.
Well, one more question, and then I'm gonna drop out of the chat and let you ladies go. But I want everybody to answer. Do you guys think Jasmine is going to be mad at Olivia?
You meant like in the
Because she put the battery in her bag.
yeah.
Yeah, but you know how you tell somebody something and you don't expect them to go off, and they go off, and you be like, "Bitch, I ain't say all that."
I think Tuna asked for permission. I think she asked her like, "I'm about to air this bitch out. Can I air it out?" And I think she was like, "Go ahead," because she was in the chat. Unc was in the chat over there.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. See,
Okay, especially when she said, Chris, I'm going to need those Cash App receipts.
Oh
So this had already been pre-rehearsed.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my
Okay.
goodness.
See, I told you I was trying to do my reaction, and I came
Mm.
in late, honey. I got to clear the whole reaction because it's yeah.
Well, you guys, we had an hour and 49 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed this live, okay? We definitely enjoyed y'all. Thank you, ladies, so much for coming on and helping me host this live.
Thank
I
you so
couldn't have
much
did
for
it without
having me.
y'all. It was too much information. Y'all will probably come back tomorrow. Well, I'll come back tomorrow. They'll be on their channels, okay? Make sure y'all go subscribe to Yanni, Bonnie B, and Sofa Time Talks with Quelz, okay? Make sure y'all go over there and give them the view. Because although we talked about it today, they'll definitely recap it tomorrow on their channels. All right, you guys, I'm gone. I'm out of here.
All right. Good night, y'all.
Good night, everybody.
Remember, sub what you love. Bye-bye. Thanks, ladies.